my stitcher and welcome to my sewing space. This week's Makes and Plans is a little bit different than normal because last week I was on Anglesey and I went with Steph and we did a sewing retreat together. So after this bit we will segue into a recording that we made at the end of our little sewing jaunt with all the garments that we both made. So it's a joint Monday Makes and Plans with Steph this week. But before we get into that, first of all, huge love to everybody who's recently subscribed to my channel. Welcome to the Crazy Sewing Gang. You've helped me to get over that 3,000 subscriber mark. So thank you all ever so much. Really appreciate that. And after the Anglesey section, I will be doing the draw for the £50 Foldline Voucher. So stick around for that. I was in Anglesey last week, and when I got back, some fabric arrived. Now, I've lost count of the number of times that I've said, right, that's it, I'm on a fabric ban. It just does not work for me because I love fabric. I love buying it. I love looking for it. I love deciding what I'm going to make with it. And it's a big part of my life. So I'm going to stop beating myself up and just enjoy it as long as my bank balance allows me to. And I got a couple of fabrics arrived yesterday. So let me grab them. They're from Guthrie and Garney. Not ordered from there for a while, but they got some fabric on there that I could not resist. The first one is an Altelier Brunette sweatshirt in fabric. Look at that. Yes, it's not pink, but it's going to segue really nicely into my autumn winter collection, which is all greens, creams, etc. And I'm loving this animal camo type print on it. Planning on making another one of these. This is the toaster sweater from Sew House 7. And this was made in some fabric that I bought at Abercards, and it was also made on Anglesey. But you'll find out about that in a bit. Not the cheapest sweatshirt in this, so I just got a metre because I've realised with a bit of Tetris I can get this sweat top out of a metre of fabric. So that's what that's going to be. Can't wait to get that made up. It's a nice easy make and I think that's what I'm going to be doing this week. The second fabric, you may think, ugh, that's boring. But I've been searching for quality black, plain black, Ponte, my Viscose content Ponte. I put the fabric details below. Again, it was from Guthrie and Garney. This was an amazing £12.50 a metre, and it's got a huge amount of viscose in. So here we go. Here it is. It's black, so it's not going to show up very well. But it's got a really good stretch in both directions and recovery, which is the sign of a very good Ponte. And I want to make some smart, comfortable, wide leg winter trousers. And I've had a pattern to do them in for quite a while. This is the pattern I want to do. I don't know if you can see, but you can do it with slits or with buttons up the front, or you can just do the seam closed. And I like the idea. Maybe press studs, but that might be pushing it with me. So yeah, I'm thinking I want to do the blue version with all the poppers on. Just for something a little bit different. As I've just said, they've got it on the Guthrie and Garney site. I'll pop the link in the details below. Don't know how long they'll have it because good black Ponte, in my experience, is like gold dust. So if you want some black Ponte, get on their website and get some snaffled up for winter. So that's all that's arrived. So 2 fabrics, not too bad, but fabrics that I really wanted and really need. So I'm all right with that. So shall we go over to Anglesey now and see what Steph and I got up to? And then I'll bob back at the end and we'll do the draw for the £50 voucher. It's the end of our week on Anglesey and we don't want to go home, do we, Steph?
No. And she just said to me then, right, stop being silly, we're recording.
As if we cannot be silly. We've done loads of sewing, haven't we?
We have.
As per, I said when we were planning on coming down here, we're only bringing 3 garments to sew. And we all know that's not going to happen. So what have we made?
What have we made?
We've made these. Have you not noticed? We're
We're
twins today. This fabric was from Abercarn's.
Gorgeous.
Oh, it wasn't in the sale. It was on the roll, but it was either 12 or 12.99 a metre. And it's a corded jersey, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
So
beautiful. It's like a needle cord on it. And it's a bit veloury, isn't it? But a decent weight to it.
And we both love this cerise pink, so it's
Well,
like, it just drags us every time, don't
I know. And we enabled another lady while we were in the shoot as well, and she's bought it.
I put all my fabric away, I can't show what I bought.
Oh, no, we're not showing fabric today, we're just showing makes.
Right.
Yeah, so she bought a few things that we bought in the fabrics. And we're not going to show fabrics today because it's what we always do. We come down to Anglesey, we buy loads of fabric, you all know that. So we're giving you a rest from that. But if you really want us to show you, let us know in the comments and we'll do a separate vlog talking about the fabrics that we bought.
You want to know.
But today's vlog is my makes and plans, but it's a double makes and plans. So we'll start with the makes. Do you want me to go first, Al?
Well, I'm going to stand up so my head will disappear off the screen. But
or to show the top.
No, the trousers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot you've got your trousers on.
This Ponte, striped Ponte, I got in the sale at Little Legs. It was £5 a metre. And I've made a pair of trousers that are so comfortable. They just do an elongated waist. If I made them again, I wouldn't put the inseam pockets because of the stretch. They're kind of doing that, which I'm not right keen on. So I may even close that up.
You can see Steph now, can't you,
they're
girls?
lovely, slim fit trouser, and because it's such a good quality Ponte, I've worn them a couple of times this week, and we've been sat about knitting and sewing and what have you. And the knees haven't bagged, which was always a problem, wasn't it, with stretchy trousers?
Little Legs, wasn't it? You got that from?
Yeah, did I not say Little Legs?
Yeah, you probably have. I just weren't listening.
All
Sorry,
right.
I was too busy admiring your trousers.
But that's this pattern, a really simple pattern, but it just, for me, that style, I don't need a lot of detail in trousers.
So what's the pattern number?
It's
61. You look 6142.
Yeah.
And I'll put it in the details as well in case.
It's a good pattern because you've got
a hoodie.
You've got a vest, and a t-shirt and a hoodie.
Yeah, it's a really good value pattern for your wardrobe staples, isn't it? That. Yeah. Might have to make them.
Which pattern did we use for this top?
It's the Sew House 7. Can't remember the name of it. I'll pop it below. Sorry. Because I packed everything away.
I love this neck because it's not like a polo neck that's clinging to your neck. It just stands away a bit, but it just has a nice.
I like the cuffs. Look at the length of those cuffs. Really nice. And the waistband is a really wide. That's the width of the waistband. It's just a really easy mate. It's good for beginners if you've not done jerseys before. It's a great pattern to use. There's only the sleeves, the body, the back. 5 pattern pieces to it.
And you just sew up the raglans.
And it's,
and lay it flat and top stitch them. And then you just use your sergie to attach the cuffs and the neckbands.
You can do it with a stretch on your sewing machine if you've not got an overlocker. But I've got loads of these. It was one of the first jersey patterns that I bought.
Well, do you know, I looked at the pattern. I thought,
it doesn't do it, does it? I'll pop an image up of what's on the pattern cover because
it looks really boring.
Oh my God.
But then when Christine, I'm like, because Christine bought a metre of this and I bought 2 metres planning to make a dress. But then when I saw Christine's make, I thought, no, that's gorgeous. I'm making the same. So that's...
Why not? She asked me permission. Why does she need my permission to copy me? I'll take it as a compliment.
Copying all the time.
No, you don't. I do things. I'm borrowing your patterns when I get back. So, it's payback time.
What was your best mate this week?
I love this. I've got to be honest, because it's an easy make and I love the colour and I love the fabric. I love everything about it. But my dress is the one.
It's the dress.
So let's grab the dress. Looks like a bit of a rag on here. This is part of my Cezanne collection. Get me. The sleeves are up. I've not tidied it up, this. There we go. So this is the Carly dress pattern. And I've done some alterations. The placket on the Carly probably comes to about there. It's very short. But the Cezanne dress, I'll pop an image of it up there, has a very long placket, so I've lengthened it. Easy alteration to do. Just get your placket piece, decide how much longer you want it, lengthen it because it's a straight piece, and then you just, when you're doing your placket, you sew round on your front piece, you just sew it deeper, just make the markings different on the front panel. And you can make it longer. It looks completely different to the other one that I've made.
Well, you'll be able to show a picture up here. I'm getting used to it.
There'll be lots
of you in the dress because we took some pictures yesterday.
I've worn it. Yes, we went to, where was it?
Oh, I can't remember the name of the place.
Plasnewid. Something like that.
Yeah, you could probably pronounce it. Beautiful house and garden, National Trust property on Anglesey, overlooking the Menai Straits. And it was such a beautiful day yesterday. It was such a nice day.
Yeah, we got one day of sun.
We did how many? 12,500 steps did we do yesterday?
In a day. We really made the most of the sunny day.
We did.
So a few of you have been asking about this fabric and you've been thinking it's a wool fabric. It isn't wool. It's Mind the Maker and it's mainly cotton and I think it's got a bit of bamboo in it, but I will put the full details. It's from Minerva and it's really lightweight. When you hold it to the light, it looks see-through, to be honest, but it's not. But I was warm enough in that yesterday.
Yeah, it's a warm.
I had it on yesterday with no tights, but my plan is to layer it up in winter, so I'll have woolly tights underneath it and a cardigan or jacket or both. So I think it's going to be really versatile through the winter. So that's my first make.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Ooh.
My makes are a bit boring, really.
Oh, no, Steph.
Well, they are. So it was intentional. What I wanted to make.
You've made what you need in your wardrobe. We can't always have the next
things.
shiny, sparkly pattern with loads of detailing.
This is also fabric from Little Eggs.
Love that fabric.
And she calls it a lightweight tweed suiting fabric.
Right. Okay.
And also in the sale at £5 a metre. And I love it because of the colour. I thought the colours go with my favourite colours. Thinking about the trousers, I don't know whether you could see the fabric of the trousers. They have a moss green, black, and shades of lilac and cerise in the stripe. So I was sort of making a capsule with those colours, you see. So I made this little cardigan. No buttons on it yet.
This is what we do when we come to Anglesey. We think we're not doing buttons. I'll do that when I go home. And
We
move
actually
on to the next thing.
We went and bought the buttons.
Yeah, we bought buttons.
So it's not reason, and we could have done the buttonholes, but we
if you're ever down here, you need to go to. It's a little shop called So Anglesey.
yeah, it's just some lovely buttons.
I bought some amazing denim, but I can't show you that today. It's all packed away.
Again, I'll have to stand up. It's this pattern,
which is N6607 New Look.
Yeah. And it can be a dress as well. And I'm actually going to make it as a dress. And I'll tell you for why. Once this has buttons and it's fastened shut, the front is flat. The gathers start here.
Yeah.
I think I might have made it I could have made it slightly longer on me. I think it should have been an inch longer, to be fair. But then the gather goes all the way around the back, and then you have these two little tabs that you put buttons on there.
Love the detail.
And I think it goes quite nice with this colour as well that I'm wearing.
So what sort of fabric would you make the dress in?
I don't know. It needs to be. I suppose you could do it in a viscose because the gathers would fall nicely, wouldn't they?
If you're doing it for winter, I think a viscose twill would be nice.
Yeah,
it's got a bit more weight to it.
Yeah, you're the expert on fabric. I just see it and think, oh, I like that. I'm having it. So that was one little make.
There's a lot of work gone into that.
There is actually
so-called cardigan. I call it a jacket, but it's got lots of panels in it. It's got all that gathering in it.
Yeah.
So I would not call that a beginner pattern. I'd say it's a more intermediate. I know you found it easy.
Probably.
You've been sewing for a long time, Steph.
You're probably right there because it was fiddly in places.
These jumpers are beginner patterns.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I would say the Carly dress that I've just sewn would be an advanced beginner.
That placket.
Just because of the placket.
You've just got to be really accurate with your corners and your everything.
You take your time and
your buttonholes have to be perfect.
Maybe practice on a scrap of fabric before you do it on your precious fabric.
Yeah. But certainly practice your buttonholes.
Yeah.
Because your buttonholes can be, even if your machine does really good buttonholes on different fabric, they can be, yeah.
But I wouldn't say don't do the Carly.
Oh, no.
If you're a beginner, just be aware that it's going to be a little bit challenging, and it's always at the beginning where they do the difficult bits.
Yeah, but that's the nice bit, you see, because you do the fiddly bit before you've got bored with looking at the fabric.
No, but it is to me.
And then the rest of it comes together really quick.
But to a beginner, like Carol said, a lady at our social the other week, why did they get us doing this really difficult bit right at the beginning? And they feel like they're not getting anywhere because they've got to take their time. There are reasons for it. When you go through the pattern, you've got to do the placket first, but you can't do that when you've sewn the sides and the shoulders. The rest of the fabric could just get in your way.
Of course
and it's just one of those things. But I wouldn't discourage anybody from trying it.
No, definitely not.
It's a really nice pattern. Right, what did I do next?
Your trousers.
I made 2 pairs of trousers.
She's made more than me this time. I beat her last time, but
but the pink ones were nearly finished. But these jeggings, sorry, did I knock your head off then?
No.
In a moss green from Higgs and Higgs. It's their stretch denim. Really good weight to it, perfect for jeggings. These are the Eleanor jeggings from Jarley Patterns. They're the ones I use all the time. And they're a true jegging because they've got false pockets on the front, which I just do. If you want to put a pocket bag in, you can. But then, because jeggings fit quite tight, I think the reason they don't put them in is so that you don't see the line of the pocket on. They just do a false pocket, false fly, big elastic round the waist, yokes on the back, loads of top stitching. Love doing top stitching.
And that colourway's worked perfectly with it, hasn't it?
Yeah. Cute little label on my bum. And
And they look great on. They fit really well.
Yeah, I would totally recommend this pattern.
Yeah. They have a nice way of doing the elastic, don't
they?
At the back.
They do. Let's see if you can see it.
Oh, is it all the way around? I thought it was just at the back. Is it all the whole waistband?
You zigzag the elastic to the inside of the waistband so it doesn't twist, it doesn't move, but it still stretches.
With the fabric,
with
but
your
it stretches
fabric.
with the fabric, so it's not gathering the fabric up.
No, because jeggings don't do that.
No.
They just have
But that's such a good idea.
Yeah. So you do need fabric with a decent stretch and recovery. But most stretch denims will
I'm going to use that method on my next Ponte trousers.
Your Ponte trousers. See, I could use these patterns. Right, we're going off piece now.
Yeah.
We both bought some black Ponte last night while we were watching telly so I'll tell you about it because I don't know about you, black Ponte, good quality, is like gold dust. You can't find it.
No.
So if you know somewhere that sells it, tell me. But amazingly, Guthrie and Garney have got some in. It's £12.50 a metre. Not the cheapest Ponte, but it's about
quality.
70% viscose. And then it's polyamide, not polyester, and elastane.
So and all the small amounts of that, aren't they, compared to others? Yes,
yeah. Most Pontes are nearly all, the majority of them, some of them are all polyester and elastane. So it depends what you're after. I like good quality Ponte. So when I saw that, I said,
I'm a fabric snob.
I am. I call myself a fabric snob. I don't care. If I'm spending hours and hours or sometimes days making a garment, I don't want to make it in cheap fabric. That's just me. But yeah, jeggings done. Garment number 2.
All right.
What have you got next?
Man, was another card.
Yeah, but it's coming up to that season though, Steph, where you need cardigans and layering garments.
It's a very old pattern. I've had it a long, long time. It's a bit battered inside, but it's just a simple. And this is a simple make. There's nothing fancy about this at all. But there's a lot.
You don't have to put buttonholes on it, do you?
No, you don't. With this, the one I've made is a. Where did I get this fabric from? No, it wasn't. It was Abercar's last time we came down. Right. Because I just bought the Ponte Roma a couple of weeks before. And I went and I spotted this and I thought, oh, it's got almost the same colour stripes, but brighter. Yeah?
Yeah, so it goes with it, doesn't it? So it's more of a jacket than a cardigan when you finish because you put those...
Well, I ended up thinking I want to put patch pockets on. And then Christine said, why don't you fill the front with a patch pocket?
Do a slam.
So that's what I did. I shall pop it on.
Goes really well with those trousers.
It does, doesn't it? Isn't it? It's amazing how that fabric appeared to me as if by magic.
Yeah, so it's more like a jacket now.
Yeah, but I'm going to put buttons on it, and I'm going to put a button in the middle of that pocket because it does tend to sort of
bag out
because there's no structure to it, this fabric. It's like a knit. What would you call it? It's not a knit. What is it?
Is it not a Ponte?
It might be.
It's Ponte. No, it's not. It's French terry. It's French terry.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a loop back French terry.
Yeah. So
it's very nice.
So that's make number 2.
No, make number 3.
Oh, make number 3. 1, 2.
Number 4.
Number 4. Yeah.
She's losing track.
Oh God, losing my marbles. My daughter would say they rolled down the street a long time since, Mum.
How rude. So these cords, I'd almost finished them, so it's a bit of a cheat. And I just have the waistband to put on and the turn-ups, but they are popping pink. Isn't it funny? Against that, I call that pink.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
pink. That's cerise, isn't it? That's pink.
Pink.
That is pink.
So I've made...
It looks ghastly next to this.
Yeah, it
pink,
does.
Doesn't it?
But they are nice. I've made
I've
made the Barrymore pattern, which is the SBCC pattern. That's specially for petite ladies.
Yeah, so not for me.
No, but what is the fit like on it?
Oh, is it really good?
I made a straight 12 Didn't make any alterations. It has different leg lengths, so I cut it off at the 25 inch inside leg. And the perfect
There's no
length
wonder
and
we have to
everything.
multi-passing because mine inside like 32. So 25 to 32. It's like it's so different.
7 inches taller than me. So it has patch pockets, yokes on. You can put belt loops. I didn't on these because these were a toile, a very wearable toile. It's got, obviously, you flies it. I've got to put a button on there because we don't do buttonholes when we're away. And yeah.
I don't know why we don't do buttonholes.
I do. Well, I do because we don't have our fancy smanchy machines with us.
No, that's right.
And it's easier on our other machines. We bring our lightweight machines away with us. So, you don't want to chance it on that machine. So, yeah, Barrymore's done. Very wearable. And I bought some denim from Anglesey. A dark,
really dark
navy denim to make it with a little bit of elastane in. Perfect, wasn't it? And I'm going to make another pair for the winter in proper denim.
I couldn't justify buying that because we stopped at Cheshire Oaks on the way down and I bought 2 pair of jeans.
I'm not telling you what I bought at Cheshire Oaks. That's for another day.
That's definitely for another day.
Because it's not sewing, it's shopping. Right.
Go on, the blouse.
Are you done?
I'm done because my last make ended up in the bin.
We'll talk about this blouse together, shall we?
Yeah.
So this is the Francesca blouse from Style Arc. I thought the pattern instructions were very good.
Yes, they were.
We didn't do the same sleeves. We did the flutter sleeves off, can't remember the pattern, it's a Soul Liberated. I'll put the pattern number at the top. But we didn't do the Soul Liberated blouse, we nicked the sleeves because you can put different sleeves on different tops.
It's such a pretty sleeve. It's full of pleats at the bottom, but it doesn't go right to the bottom.
Yeah, so it flutters
so it ends up with that little flutter on the... So pretty.
Yeah.
And that's lovely fabric.
So then the Francesca has a ruffle that comes down the front and finishes at a V. And you'll notice mine's folded over. I've done this in a viscose fabric. It does say on the pattern that you can use rayon, which is
silk.
Just viscose under another name.
And
silk. This back is meant to stand up and come high up on your neck at the back, which is, if I'm honest, is one of the things that drew me to the pattern in the first place. So it's meant very carefully. It's meant to do that. But when you've got it on, it folds. It just goes down.
It just flops up.
Absolutely annoying. And I did at first think, well, I'm just going to wear it like that. But I think that will annoy me as well. So I am going to undo it. I'm going to take the facings off, take the collar off, and I'm going to interface the ruffle. I know you shouldn't interface a ruffle, but we've had lots of chats about this, about how
we can make it
how to make it work.
Crispy. So if you did it in a cotton, it would work better.
Chambray would be brilliant.
Yeah.
But I didn't want I didn't want that sort of a shirt. I wanted this. I saw this fabric and I thought it fits into my Cézanne wardrobe because this is part of the Cézanne collection as well. When I figured out this collar, but I am going to take that off. I'm going to put lightweight woven interfacing into the ruffle, but leave the bottom edge free so that I can still gather it up and see if that works better.
And perhaps make it shorter.
Yeah, and I'm going to shorten the length at the back a little bit as well because it's just too high up. But it's one of them love it, hate it things. I love it because
I'm going to try and make it again
because I'm going to make it work.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed, not hate it. I'm annoyed at it because it didn't work out first time. But that's sewing, isn't it?
The thing is, we both had the same issue.
Yeah. Different fabrics, same problem. Yeah. So I do think that needs to be shorter at the back.
A scrap of fabric, scrap, it's a metre and a half that I pulled out of the bin at Abercar's sale. The filler bag for 10 quid. So the piece of fabric I got, really, it wasn't. It would have been. When it was on the roll, you'd have thought, oh, that's a bit. but it was a rose pink, and it was like a textured. What would you call it? It looked like
It looked like a gauze. It
it
looked
looked
like
like
a
a
double
double gauze,
gauze,
but it
but
wasn't
it
double
wasn't.
gauze.
It was
So I thought,
lovely.
oh, that blouse with a
I
little stand-up
know.
collar, and I was so careful. I mean, I took time with the sleeves and put it all together, and because it was quite bulky fabric, I had to layer my
You laid your
seams
seams, didn't you?
and fold them down and understitch them and all the rest of it. So then when I put it on and this collar just went boom,
Because it
like that,
does. It
boom.
does. It does.
Yeah, I was like, oh, got it. And I'd bought some beautiful little pearl buttons to go on it as well.
They'll come in for something
They
else.
will come into something else, and I'll
There'll be
find,
another
because I
project.
love that colour. I will find some more fabric that colour and make one the same colour. So I just thought
Yeah.
I can't unpick it because I'd laid all my seams. I'd done so much top stitching, and I just thought sometimes
You just gotta
you've
let
just
it go.
got to let it go, because I could have spent hours trying to rectify that, and I could have made even more a mess of it. So it went in the bin. Shame to say, but there we go.
You were just at that stage with it, weren't you?
Oh well, I wanted to crack on with my next project. Quite honest.
Yeah. So do you think you'd make it a bit bigger next time?
I would make it a
It was
bit
quite
bigger.
snug on you, wasn't it? Where
It
it's quite
was.
loose on me.
Yeah,
Now that might be partly the fabric.
it could have been, because I tell you what happened with that fabric. Because I pressed it, it
It's
sort of went.
It shrunk.
Mm,
Yeah, it's the fabric for
uh,
sure. So maybe just do it as we did a 12, didn't we?
yeah, it probably would be okay, but obviously, I always have to lengthen things.
Yeah.
But I would make.
I hadn't realised your fabric had shrunk in like that.
Yeah, I meant to say to her, just watch this. As I was pressing it, it was going.
Oh.
So that's why it ended up a bit tight, which was
Yeah.
another reason to get rid of it,
Yeah.
because it just wasn't working.
No.
But
That-
I will make that pattern again. I will make it work because I love the way that
We
collar
found some
stands.
gorgeous chambres, haven't we?
Oh,
Where were they? Oh, they were Higgs and Higgs.
yeah.
They've got some lovely stripy chambres on Higgs and Higgs.
Yeah.
But we're on a fabric ban again.
Oh, it hasn't been very long, everybody. Last night we were shopping. And I kept saying, no, I don't need any more. I'm not buying any more. Christine, I spent too much money on fabric.
So well, don't get it then. I'm getting. Was the Ponte
and then she said, but
wanted.
we'll get free postage if you buy a bit more. So
We got sucked in. First time I've done that for a long time, but it was because we were sharing the order we put. If you've got a sewing friend and you both need to order stuff, do it together.
Save the postage, because it does make a difference. Yeah. Although it didn't make that much. It didn't make £28 worth of difference, did it? Which is what I ended up spending on top of my Ponte Roma, because I bought some. Well, we shouldn't be talking about what we're buying, are we?
No, we're not talking about purchases.
No,
we're going to go now. We've got to finish packing the car and then head home. But you've got to stop at Cheshire Oats to take some things back, haven't you?
Yeah, 2 items that were impulse purchases that didn't look very nice.
More fabric buying then, Steph.
Well, no, just recovering from the last lot.
So I hope you've enjoyed seeing our makes this week, and we're going to be coming down in a few weeks' time, and we're planning a vlog with a difference, and that's all we're saying. We're
really excited about this next one.
That's all we're going to say about it for now. So we'll love you and leave you. Take care. Bye. So here we go. It's time to do the random number generator and then search through all my subscriber list for the winner. So let the numbers roll. And I hope you could see that the lucky winner is Gail Doyle. So all you need to do, Gail, is I will put my email address in the description below, and you just need to send me an email so that I've got your email address, and then I can get the Foldline gift sent directly to your email address. So please get in touch, Gail. Happy sewing. You've got £50 worth of patterns to spend on yourself as a treat. Well done. Bye for now.